that, things just keep on getting better. But you were made to think a little bit, weren't you, after that opening goal from Leicester? That kind of went against a very quick start from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds weird, but I think we had a really good start because we were threatening them for 6 minutes. But then one moment where we underestimated the situation immediately led to a chance and a goal. And then, you have to work really hard to come back in the game. And I think in the end we were, I wouldn't say lucky, but it really helped to score the equaliser just before half time.
Yeah, we just had Cody Gakpo in the studio talking about actually the fact you have conceded, I think, first 3 in the last 5 Premier League games. And he said his words were a little bit sloppy, perhaps just not kind of turning off a little bit at times.
Yeah, but
is he being hard on you and himself?
It works both ways. So the first games we already also conceded 1 or 2 chances, but those ones didn't went in. And the last few games, almost every chance we concede goes in. This is in a season, it's quite normal. For me, it's the most important thing is how many chances do we give away during the game. And I think there was a second one over here in the second half, but that were the only 2 times they came even close to creating a chance or having a chance. And in my opinion, we've created enough. But yeah, because we went 1-0 down, it was for a long time, it was a game before we made the 3-1. And I think then you saw maybe how good we are because they didn't try to come back in the game. They just wanted to manage.
Was that Gakpo goal almost perfect in the fact that it took from Alisson to the goal 14 seconds and went through 4 passes? Is that the kind of thing that just makes you purr?
I said to the 4th official, because I said to him before in the first half a few times, listen, it's not only for the time you add on, but every time we have momentum and if they are on the floor pretending to our injuries, that brings momentum out of the game. And in this situation, it was on the other end where they couldn't lie on the floor and we could just take it quickly, and that helped us by scoring a goal. I liked the second goal even more because that was for me a real team goal with the overlapping run. But this is partly also what we want. We want to bring our wingers as often as we can in threatening situations. It happened more than a few times.
What's the plan to overload on the side and give back to the fullback and then cross a lot? Because in the especially first half, you get the ball to Salah, Gakpo, back to fullback, and then cross. Was that the plan?
Yeah, plan. It's our playing style. So if they have a 1v1, take it on. If they bring 2 players towards the ball, it's about the fullbacks that are involved. They have to be involved then. And actually, I said during half time that we don't always have to cross it in them. Maybe we play it to the other side because Trent was, if he would adjust his position a bit, he could have been free to have a shot because their left winger mostly became the 5th defender.
Because in the second half you had more runs from midfield in between the fullback and the centre back, and then not that many crosses, but then you feed it off the midfield players, which I think was more effective in that way because.
Deep runs are probably the most important thing in football. So you don't even always have to play the player that makes the deep runs, but then you can create maybe a bigger 1v1 situation for your winger. So the more deep runs you make, the more chance you have to win a game.
Arne, congratulations. Is it that feeling that now the title is for you to lose rather than to win?
Oh, interesting question. I don't look at it that way. It's a bit boring answer, but as a manager, like you go game by game and you know how many games you still have to play. And you can see, especially in the Premier League, that you see sometimes results where you're like, I didn't expect that. But you can expect this because so many teams have so much quality. So it's not, like I said, if this would have happened in the Eredivisie, I probably would have felt like, okay, this is true, what you are saying now in this competition.
Well, extraordinary things are happening. Manchester City are 14 points off you now. At the beginning of November, you were a point behind them. So, things can move quickly in this division, as you're seeing. And players are a week from now, potentially 3 of your key players able to talk to other clubs. So I've got to ask you the question about those 3 players, Trent, Virgil and Mo Salah, of course, who scored again tonight. Where are you at with those conversations?
I can answer for him. I know what's going to say. Every press conference you say it.
I say the same, No, I think that's what John is saying, John Arne is saying. We don't talk about contracts in public. This is something for the players and Richard. And it's not up to me to talk about those situations in public. But it's clear that Mo again had a good game. Virgil had a very good game. Trent had for most parts he was really good for one or two exceptions, but he was especially second half really good. So yeah, that we can talk about, not about the contracts.
Okay,
situation.
I had to ask, but thanks anyway.